Game guides. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. Game guides, news, all sorts of fun stuff happens over there. And by the way, for those of you who like to go the extra mile, my TikTok has been blowing up the last few days. We've got like 150 new followers in the last 48, 72 hours. I'm doing different types of content on TikTok. So if you're interested in it, um, some of it is so YouTube, as an example, on YouTube it's all horizontal, right? And also YouTube Shorts, which I do 2 a day, and those are vertical. But you can only have up to 60-second long clips on YouTube, whereas on TikTok, they're now promoting everything over a minute long, up to 10 minutes long, and then you can upload videos up to 30 minutes long, all in the vertical format. So there are extended versions of things, so I can only do 60 seconds on YouTube, but I can do, I do a lot of like 3-minute extended versions. Most of these are shortened versions of the videos I already produce day to day on YouTube. So if you're watching all the day to day stuff here, great. But if you want the bite-sized stuff, YouTube Shorts here and then over on my TikTok account. But I'm also producing like homestead stuff over on my TikTok account. There's some Spanish language content. And then also what I've started to do as of a couple of days ago, which I hadn't started doing until recently, was doing video replies to people's questions. So it works really well on TikTok. So doing like 2 to 3 minute replies to people's questions or comments. So if you want to check that out as well, thanks for the sub on Twitch, Tricky. So don't forget to check out the TikTok as well. I've had TikTok for 2 years, but Chris and I just used it for our homestead stuff, and then about 2 months ago, I started putting regular gaming content on there where I was just carbon copying my YouTube shorts over to TikTok, and the channel has been growing very steadily. And then I had a couple of Lord of the Rings Online snippets blow off the other day, so it's going to be interesting to see how this continues to grow. So that's just the update for those of you who want to go check that out. All right, I got access to all of my pawns yesterday. Also, good morning, Glorfindel. I didn't see your chat pop up. Alcho says Achu says it's 9:15. Well, it's 8:15 where I live, so neener. Um, Chris and I went for a walk down to the river this morning. We did a big, like 15-kilometer. No, sorry, not 15. We did 12. We did a 12-kilometer hike on Sunday, excuse me. No, that was Monday. It was Monday. Down to the next village down the river. Been here 2 years. We hadn't done that yet. We're gonna do it again on Sunday. But my knees finally feel back to normal again, which is nice. All right, we've got multiple quests here. Reclaim the roads. I'm guessing this is the main quest. South Grannis. I don't know that I've come across any main quests yet. Oh, one thing I do need to do is go check. I forgot this. The dude up here who allows me to train abilities. Oh, we might have a quest right there.
We can safeguard your belongings or aid in learning new skills.
New skills, man. What is present? Why would I want to give him a present? Why don't I give him a festival pie?
Ah, thank you.
Did it do anything? What's the point of doing that?
We can safeguard your belongings or have your pick.
Learn or set skills. Learn skills. I only have 467 stuff. Tricky Nicky says, been having a blast in Lord of the Rings Online, found you on it and give it another shot and haven't looked back. Nice. Yeah, I love Lord of the Rings Online. The last time I play that game like every 18 months. I don't play it once a year anymore. Last time I played was like June. I played a little bit last year because I was working on guides, so I leveled up a burglar. I did some more with my hunter. I did some more with my lore master. But then I just parked them and then moved on to like a Pillars of Eternity playthrough, and then I did Baldur's Gate 1 playthrough, and then we rolled into Baldur's Gate 3, and then Starfield, and then Cyberpunk 2077, and then I did Wasteland 3, and then we did Rogue Trader, and now I'm doing this in between all the other stuff that I'm doing. So I haven't really played Lotro since around June of last year. I probably won't play it this year. I actually said, I think, I can't remember where I said this, but I was telling people, I think this will be the first year that I don't play Lord of the Rings Online or Star Wars Old Republic. I will do updated guides for them, but I've never played World of Warcraft before, and we're having so much fun in Warcraft. That's going to be the only MMO I focus on this year. Achu says, I like your film reviews, too, like the Percy Jackson and Rebel Moon vids. Yeah, I don't do those a lot, but I try to do. It kind of just depends on when Chris and I have when she. It's mostly based on my spare time, but it's also on her spare time. So I try to do 2 or 3 film reviews every month, and we usually will watch 1 or 2 shows every month. So right now we're actually watching Reacher season 2 and Percy Jackson season 1. I won't review the episode per episode anymore. Um, I did that up until like the beginning of last year. I used to do well, that's not true. I think I did Andor. No, Ahsoka. I think Ahsoka was the last show that I did weekly reviews on. But I think moving forward, some shows I might do weeklies. Other shows I'll probably do the like just the roundup. Like I'll do maybe some thoughts after the preview. Like Percy Jackson, like we're 5 episodes in. I think it's been how many episodes it's done? It's done no, it's done 4. I think it's done 4 episodes. Um, but those are the 2 shows we're watching right now. And yeah, Rebel Moon was great. I can't wait for the extended edition. And then I'm gonna be reviewing. I will probably review episode to episode. Halo, the second season of Halo is dropping February 8th, I think. So I'll be watching Halo. Chris won't watch that with me, so I'll just do that on my own to do reviews for the channel. Um, God, there was something else in like February or March, I think. I don't remember what it was. And I haven't done the news article yet, but they just announced 2 days ago that they're doing a theatrical uh, Mandalorian and Grogu episode. They're doing a full-on film. So we're going to get a Mandalorian film. They're starting production this year, 2024. I can't wait for that. If I had to guess, that's going to be the send-off for the Mandalorian as a show. I doubt they'll do another season. I bet they're just going to do. Yeah, it was announced 2 days ago on Lucasfilm's social media. Achu. So they're going to do. It's Jon Favreau is writing and directing. So Mr. Iron Man himself, and of course Dave Filoni's in the production of that as well. Um, but yeah, I'll be continuing to do those. The big ones this year are going to be. I know I'm going to watching Halo. There's going to be that. At some point, we're going to get the next season of Rings of Power, so I'll do that. Um, One show I haven't done yet is the second season of Wheel of Time. We didn't watch it when it came out. We still haven't watched it yet. So at some point I'll probably watch that. I don't know if I'll do, episode per episode for that, but I'll definitely do like an overview of the second season. Tricky says, "WoW has come a long way. The last couple expansions have been a little rocky. A lot of that old time feeling with Dragonflight." Um, yeah, we just started Dragonflight with BlizzCon like 3 months ago or whatever. We just wrapped up the first raid, Vault of Incarnates, last Saturday. This Saturday, we're going into the second raid in the Dragonflight series on Saturday night. Last night, we did a time walking raid. We did Ulduar, which is part of Wrath of the Lich King. I'd never done it, so it was a first time for me. That was like almost 3 hours last night. I recorded the whole episode. The first part of that goes live today. I split it up into 3 parts so that each part's about 45 minutes to an hour long. So the Ulduar Time Walking raid will come out in 3 parts: today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So we're having fun in World of Warcraft. You guys just finished Rings of Power. Glorfindel says Wheel of Time 2, Season 2 was pretty good. I'm hoping it's better than... So I had thoughts and opinions on both the first season of Rings of Power and the first season of Wheel of Time because I was such a big fan of both franchises of books. Thankfully, I'm able to... because my wife has not read either one of those series. Like she gave Wheel of Time like an 8.5. I gave it like a 2. And Rings of Power, she gave it like a 9, and I gave it like a 2. for lore purposes. But if you haven't already done so, for those of you who've been around a while, you may have. But if you watch the way I review shows like that, I do two reviews during each episode. One is the review that I give it as a fan of the series, and the other is the review that I give it as if I'm someone like my wife who has never seen it before. And so it's a little bit of both sides of the equation. So, like Rings of Power, I think ended up getting a 7 out of 10 for just pure enjoyment. And then Wheel of Time season 1 was like a 7 out of 10 as well. Both shows I've heard with Wheel of Time season 2, I've heard that the second season is more accurate to the books and a better show overall. And I've heard good things about season 2 of Rings of Power. We're going to go back and rewatch Rings of Power season 1 soon. It was a good show overall. Even though I have nitpicks about the lore, it was still a very good show overall. Um, it was I love the song that they had the Hobbit girls singing, the Harfoot girls singing. I think it was episode I don't remember, 5 or 6 maybe, somewhere midway through season 1 of Rings of Power. They had the traveling song when they were going off on their adventure, and I felt like that was a very Tolkien-esque. It was like one of the moments of the show where they paid great homage to the songs and poems that are a natural part of Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson's films did a great job with that as well. Um, and that the fight scene between probably Gandalf and the witches towards the end, that was good as well. There was some good stuff in Rings of Power. Also, lots of stuff that I could point my finger at and be like, that never happened. The Mithril story is bullshit. I know a lot of people hated season 1 of Halo. I fucking loved it. I thought it was great. Let's teach her some additional. Let's do Shield Strike. Wait, does she have her own pool? She has her own pool of points. Oh, I didn't know that. Skyward Lash? Yeah. Let's do all the 250s. Okay. Now I need to go back and change my enabled skills. Yes. Okay, so let's give her Broad Cut, Skyward Lash, Secondary, Shield Strike, and Symbol Attack. Alright, confirm.
What will it be today?
Tricky says, I've only watched the movies about 100 times, so I'm not so familiar with the deeper lore, so it's a lot of fun to learn about how it all kind of started. I mean, there were kernels of truth in Rings of Power. That's the big thing to understand, is that there were kernels of truth, even though a lot of it was sort of invented. The way I always look at it is, I don't get wrapped up in adaptations. I very much have the Brandon Sanderson approach, which the Brandon Sanderson approach is adaptations should be different. There should be differences in a TV adaptation of a book, and there should be differences between a TV adaptation and a film adaptation of a book, just as much as there should be differences in the video game adaptation, the comic book adaptation, the graphic novel adaptation, the radio show adaptation, the theater adaptation. All of those can and should have differences based upon the medium within which they are being produced. And if you can do that as a fan, then you're going to love everything that ever comes out around something, even if it's not 100% accurate, because you understand why they made the changes to the medium. Not everyone can do that. Way too many fanboys got their panties in a wad over things around Rings of Power, as well as Wheel of Time. And like Halo, I remember the big thing with Halo. I already saw people pissed off because all the Halo's previews for season 2, he's got his helmet off, and they're like,
Have your pick.
it's the
Into
same
the
thing with
light.
the Mandalorian. Like everyone wanted him to have his helmet on all the time, and you got to understand that as a visual medium, um, there is you need if you're hiring a lead actor for something, you need that lead actor to be showing their face. Otherwise, you're paying them for nothing. So, if you're only gonna have a helmet on all the time, you can just use a voice actor or not. Am I gonna watch the Fallout series? I forgot about it, but yes, I am. I've covered it 3 or 4 times on my channel. I don't remember when it's coming. Is that the one I'm thinking of that's March or is it April? That might be the one I'm thinking of that's in the March or April bracket. Fallout series. I'm definitely watching the Fallout series, and I'm definitely going to review that on my channel. And I'm also going to love every minute of it because the trailer they dropped a couple months back looked freaking awesome.
Come again soon.
All right, now what I don't know is where to go for like the main quest right now. Let's talk to this guy.
Strange power emanates from within.
The core will remain here a while. Once more men have gathered, we'll leave for the capital. Until then, you're free to use our lodgings.
Yeah, let's rest until then. Maybe she'll have a continuation after we rest. Yep, that's the storyline. You know who this guy reminds me of? His face, the way his face looks. If you remember Randall Flagg from the actor who played Randall Flagg in the first adaptation of The Stand by Stephen King. It was in the 90s. Gary Sinise was in it. The actor who played Randall Flagg, this guy's face reminds me of that actor. Snakes. Snakes in the motherfucking camp. I gotta figure out how to charge this because I haven't figured this out. Oh, you have to do it twice. I see. Ah! Run away! Oh my god! Okay, that's how it works. So it's charged. Yeah, I'm working on it. So I think I need to go around. I cannot get an angle on it from here. The Stand is an awesome book, yeah. Oh, we got one of the heads off. Oh, shiznizzle. Ooh, what's the symbol mean?
I am impressed.
I wish the voices had more volume here.
It's your handiwork? For true? Oh, what did the lack of an Hydra doing here anyway?
Ancient tales of the Arisen are well and good, friend. But make a gift of these heads to the Duke, and
And you might earn yourself a real title.
Arisen. I see better now from whence the legends arose. Good judgment, swift footwork. Impressive, truly. In any case, the Duke will want to know of this attack. I'd hoped to gather a larger force before leaving for the capital. But the Hydra's head and the Arisen who claimed it make up the difference amply. I cannot say what the pass may hold. You'll need your strength. It will be slow going with a cart. I dare say you'll have no trouble catching up. We'll meet at the Way Castle. Till then, I bid you rest well. 'Tis a long road ahead.
Alright. So we have a new quest now.
I've learned what to do in this quest.
Let's do one more round of training before we head out.
The encampment was a humble enough place before the attack. Now, we are a vagabond people, born in a drifting world. We come from the rift. Within this tent sits a rift.
We can
Touch a rift
safeguard your
stone,
belongings
and you can guide
or
a new
aid in
pawn to
learning.
this.
Have your pick, any you like. What will it be today?
I have one more. We can upgrade. I don't have enough to do it yet. Alright. God, it would be cool to take levitate, but I don't have it yet.
What will it be today? Have your
learned
pick,
of this
any you
area.
like. Come again soon.
A rift stone. A strange power emanates from
Alright,
within.
let's track the quest. Off with its head. We need to go out that gate. Excuse me.
Ever a pleasure.
I'll probably do a early thoughts video around this game. I'll probably record it this afternoon for tomorrow. I was hesitant. Hold on.
I saw it from my spot at the post. What was it?
It's a Hydra, bro.
It's been dispatched then? Thank the maker.
Anyway, I'm not a huge fan of the combat system in this game. In terms of the jankiness, it's like it's not my favorite type of combat. But this game has some really cool RPG elements. Like the lantern is really cool, like needing to have oil for the lantern, darkness being dangerous, certain things only come out at night. The pawn system is interesting, if a little wonky, but I like how your primary pawn has his own skill or abilities. There are some really cool things to see here, even if I don't necessarily love the
Hold on.
combat.
She was said to lead the village in search of art for your wounds. These are dark times for a girl alone in the wilds. Any idea where she might be off to?
No idea.
Sturdy, this place. We'll need Keena's help for this. Let's ask at the village.
Hang on. Now I have another quest. Come back, bro.
The Duke could stand to commission some new roads.
Come here.
Perhaps we'll find ore among the crags that litter this place.
Come here. Alright, whatever. Why is it pointing me back up there towards the... Oh, because we need to go way north. I see, I see. Okay, well that's easy enough.
The Duke could stand to commission some new roads.
As a consequence, the Grant's sea routes have been ill-developed.
Be cool if you got mounts in this game.
Nature is unbridled here. It is quite a pleasant corner.
What is that?
The road splits here. Let's be doubly sure of which will see us to our destination.
Where's there a chest? Chesty! Oh, I may have already... I came out of here earlier. That was the cave I did yesterday. Bandits!
Quite the view, eh?
Armed rogues.
They're left exposed after a grand strike. Please don't overdo it.
Oh, I love it.
After they strike.
Do a bigger one. So satisfying. It's very exhausting, but it's very satisfying.
Counter after they strike.
They attack in quick succession.
Oh, we've got wolves
They're
too.
left exposed after
That's
a grand
lovely.
strike. Please don't overdo it. Counter after they strike.
Wait for an opening.
Act as a pack.
Leave it to me.
Any more? We take care of them all. There's still a bandit, isn't there?
There, Master.
Bandits
Wait for
risen.
an opening.
They're left exposed after a grand strike.
What? Oh, okay. Hang on. I see.
Against that foe.
I've learned of beasts. They're nimble. Watch your back.
Counter after they strike.
Burn them! They attack in quick succession.
Are there any more? I don't see any more. I like coin pouches, man. Flask of water.
There, Master. Wolves!
They're a slippery target.
Seems deserted. Perhaps there's aught left we might have use of.
Looks like the road is what curves down over here.
There, Master. Wolves!
Welcome to YouTube, Stephen Grimes. Those of you tuning in for the first time today, don't forget we are multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch, so you can find us in both places. 8 a.m. daily, Central Time.
I've learned new techniques against that foe.
It hates fire.
Fire! Send thy kick!
Fireworks well.
I'm on my way.
Nice.
Thou shalt still the beast.
I grant you fire's blaze!
Cool beans, man.
Fireworks well.
Fire!
Sour scrag of beast.